He's gone from being one of the rising stars of the international game to being one of the hot favourites whenever he tees up a golf ball. The confidence from his recent Players' win is still evident and a great omen for future success.
Well, that final round is, if not the best one of the absolute best rounds of golf I've played, I'd say. And, you know, it didn't start out as well as it finished. I had to fight a little bit early on, which is not a bad thing at times. It, you know, keeps you in the game, and made some great par putts the first 6 holes, and then just made a birdie on 7 and picked up another one on 9, and I went on every other hole from there on, you know, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So just broke the spell there with a birdie on 16 and won by 4 in the end, and it was just a fantastic last day and obviously a great achievement to win the Players' Championship.
So what about nerves on the final round, with arguably the most competitive field in all of golf?
Not at all. I'm Iceman. No, of course I get a bit nervous. You know, it's in there for everybody, I think, and it's just to try and focus on the game, and, you know, one shot at a time. That kind of blocks out the other things. I was really in the moment that day, and that's where you got to be if you want to win big championships.
Few know that better than Stenson's long-time coach, Pete Cowan. Cowan is quick to point out that he's just a small part of the Stenson golfing machine, but he still takes immense satisfaction from the recent result.
Yeah, it certainly does, but you've got to remember that, you know, 95% of the work is down to the player, really. We can add a little bit, and we do. It does give you satisfaction because we have put a lot of effort into it. I mean, Henrik's obviously the unpolished diamond, if you like. I would say he's 95% of it, and I'm just probably, you know, 3 or 4% that helps at the other end, really.
Another key component of the winning Stenson team, Stenson's manager, Johan Elliott, another long-time associate of Stenson, and other key Swedish players on tour.
At the end of the day, we're part of their team, and we're here to make them as good as they can get, and that's what it's all about, winning events. I knew most of them growing up, and a few of them I count as my better friends. Of course, it's now harder because we do business together as well, so maybe the friendship is not as close as it used to, but we all like it this way, and we have a lot of fun.
And it's been an interesting journey to Stenson's current position inside the world's top 5 professionals. His coaching partnership with Cowan has come the full circle from their first meeting.
When we started, he was struggling. He was really struggling to hit anything, really. I mean, let alone the driving range. He was, you know, struggling to hit anything. And really, it was a rebuild job. And Henrik was prepared to do that. He'd got a 2-year exemption from winning the Benson Hedges thing it was, and he knew that after that, 9 months later, his game had gone. And he thought, right, I need to rebuild, and it was a complete rebuild. So we've worked long and hard, really.
The stories of players losing their touch are legendary in golf circles. Cowan has a straightforward way of putting that into everyday golfing terms. Confidence
is the first thing that goes, but the confidence, you know, the technique really leads to lack of confidence. It's the old saying, if you stand on the first tee and you're on the range, you've hit it everywhere, and then, you know, the psychologist says think positive. There's no way you're going to think positive on that first tee, so you've got to actually get your mechanics in decent shape to be able to think positive.
And another big help with that positive mindset is, of course, the caddy. For Stenson, that job has gone to the often private Fanny Sunesson. A former caddy to 6-time major winner Nick Faldo, Sunesson was more than happy to share a few thoughts on her time with Stenson.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I mean, I love working with him. He's a great guy and obviously very talented, and we have a lot of fun together. I'm really enjoying it.
And that's a familiar theme with anybody you talk to about this Players' Champion. Well, almost everyone.
Henrik Stenson, a nice guy. Where's that come from?
What's happening?
It's a good job he just walked past that.
Well, I just asked him if Henrik Stenson is a nice guy, and he just said Henrik Stenson a nice guy and reacted in horror.
Yeah, all right. See you, Pete. It's been a good couple of years. Thanks, mate. Thank you.
He's a bit of a practical joker, you know, but he's a great chap to work with. And he works very, very hard. We've worked hard over the years, and he deserves everything he's got. But he's always had the ability. He's, like I say, he's an unpolished diamond, and all we're doing is trying to, you know, cut it perfectly.